Choose 3 colors for your dragon, a primary and 2 accents. Next, you will need a pom-pom approximately 3 inches in size. You will need to choose a set of eyes for your dragon. Here are some tools that you would need: an X-Acto blade, a dental hook, and 2 different dotting tools. These will be your primary tools for your piece. Please set aside the pom-pom, and now we are going to work on making the head. You will first round it into a ball, and then you're going to flatten it on the table. This will be the primary shape for the head. You need to remember that this head will be attached to a pom-pom, so it doesn't need to be round like a normal head. Next, we are going to be working on the mouth. You will make a small piece, and then you will attach it with the dental tool. But first, we need to cut it with the X-Acto blade. And go around the mouth, and I will smooth it out to make it nice and seamless. Next, you'll want to take your big dotting tool, which you're going to use to make indents where you're going to place your eyes. As you can see, as I have done here. Next, I'm going to put the eyes on the head, as you can see I'm doing right now. Look, to make an impression on where the mouth lines will be. Take your time with this, and if you don't have a dental hook, use a needle or a toothpick. They all do the same job to give that detail work that you need for the mouth. Now remember, take your time, and if this is the first piece you've ever made, don't get frustrated. Next, grab your little dotting tool, which you are going to use to make the nostrils for your dragon. Now we are going to work on making the tip of the ears for the dragon. You're going to roll these out into a cone shape, and you'll need 2 of them. Now the second one, you are going to match up to the same size as the first one. Now that you have 2 even pieces, you need to attach to the head. Once these are attached, I want you to take your dental tool, or what tool that you might be using to blend, and you're going to attempt to make the head and the ears a seamless connection. You want it to be nice and smooth. So as you can see, I'm taking my time here, just slowly connecting both pieces because you don't want it to fall off either. Right now, in my opinion, it kind of looks like an alien or Shrek. But I promise you, at the end, it will look different. As you see here, I have rolled out my clay. You can either use an acrylic roller or a pasta machine. And I'm using a circle cutter to cut out 2 even shapes for the ears. Now this is inside of the ear, and I am literally pinching it to make 3 little spikes on the ears. And I will repeat this process on the other ear. Now that both ears are connected, we're going to work on making the little side whiskers that will go on the dragon. Now, these are like little tiny spikes or scales that will go on each cheek. It just gives the dragon more definition. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but I really like the spikes. I think it gives a little bit more pizzazz or oomph. Now that I have all four pieces cut out, you will see me attach them to the body of the head. As you can see, I will do both sides, and then I'm going to take my dental tool again because it has the cool hook feature, and I am just going to smooth out the clay so it's a nice seamless connection between the head and the little spikes. Now you can see me tearing off a piece of the purple and a piece of the blue, and I'm going to roll them out into little strips, and we are going to make the ears. I mean, the horns. Sorry about that, guys. We just made the ears. Once we have matching sizes for both horns, we're going to twist them to get a twisted effect. And then I will do that with both of the horns, and then I will cut them down so they're even, and we will place them on the head. Now choose one of the two accent colors, and you are going to add little spikes or horns to go on the center of the head from the bridge of the nose to the top of the head. Now you are done with the head, and we are actually going to start working on the tail. Now you're going to have to grab your primary color, and you're going to roll it out into a cone shape. Look at my hands fast at work. Now I'll use the X-Acto blade to cut it down a little bit, and I am going to choose the color purple and tear that off, and I am going to make a little heart for the base of the tail, which is just going to be flipping adorable. And then I will attach the heart to the base, and we will take some of the blue clay and we will add a few more horns to it for accent. The accent color. Sorry about that, guys. Still getting used to these tutorials with you guys. Next, I'm going to cut out the shape of the wings. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm almost making like a little triangle at the top, and then we has one major point in the middle. I am going to repeat this process by copying the other wings so they're identical. And if you're not comfortable with that, you could just trace out your own design and cut it and make a little stencil, or you can use tinfoil to put between the two layers. Now we are going to make the outside part of the wings. So as you can see, I'm rolling it out and wrapping it around the membrane of the wing. And I will repeat this with the other wing. Now you need to roll out 2 more pieces. These are going to be the inside parts of the wings. You'll need one for each wing, and then you will use your dental tool to connect the 2 parts of the wings together so it's a nice smooth finish. The wings, the tail, and the head in the toaster oven and bake it for 30 minutes at 270 degrees. Now it is time to attach the head to the pom-pom. You want to have a nice firm grip as you press the head onto the pom-pom because you want it to have a nice good grip. And once we have the head fully attached, we will work on the tail. As you see, I'm spreading the fur to have a nice cleaned spot to put the tail on. Just like that. And again, you're going to want to be firm and press so it attaches nicely. And we're going to repeat the process again with the wings, make little openings, and then we will use the hot glue gun to attach the glue to the pom-pom. Now you are almost finished with your Fluffenscale. We just have one more wing to add, and I am excited to see what you guys come up with at home. So please feel free to tag me if you decide to make your own Fluffenscale. And I named my Fluffenscales. If you'd like to give yours a different name, I would love to hear what you call them. So here's the little cutie we made today. I hope you loved it.